We're always rushing children. Faster, earlier, more. But what if rushing is exactly what disrupts their growth? If this already resonates, click the like button. It helps this message reach parents who are quietly worried they're rushing too much. Welcome to 100 Experts on Education. Here we return again and again to a question that sounds simple, yet is often overlooked. What kind of education do children truly need? Today, we step into the thinking of educator Maria Montessori and reflect on a phrase many people have heard, but few have truly practiced: follow the child. In modern parenting, it's easy to feel rushed. We start asking questions like, is my child too slow? Will they fall behind? Should we start earlier? If other children can do this, shouldn't mine too? This sense of urgency doesn't come from children. It comes from comparison, fear, and adult anxiety. Montessori reminds us of something deeply grounding. Growth is not a race. Every child has their own rhythm. And when we rush that rhythm, we don't accelerate growth, we interrupt it. Montessori believed that every child is born with an inner drive toward growth. This drive is not created by pressure. It is not activated by constant teaching. And it does not need to be forced. It unfolds naturally when the environment allows it. The true task of education is not to shape children into what adults think they should be, but to protect the conditions that allow life to grow. When we forget this, education becomes interference instead of support. When adults intervene too much, constant correction, continuous instruction, teaching too early, doing things for the child, it often looks like help. But underneath, it sends a quiet message. You are not capable without me. Over time, children may stop trusting their own judgment. They hesitate. They wait for approval. They lose confidence in their natural curiosity. Montessori taught us something radical. Real education includes knowing when not to intervene. Sometimes the most powerful support is restraint. Many parents notice something surprising in Montessori-inspired environments. When children are allowed to choose activities at their own pace, work without constant interruption, repeat tasks until they feel complete, they often become deeply focused, fully engaged, naturally orderly. This is not discipline being enforced. It is inner order emerging on its own. Children don't need to be controlled into focus. They need to be respected in it. If this perspective is shifting how you see your child, pause for a moment and click like. It helps this message reach parents who feel rushed, but don't know how to slow down. Montessori once said something confronting. The greatest obstacle in education is often not the child, but the adult's anxiety. When we intervene out of fear of falling behind, fear of judgment, fear of future outcomes, children don't feel supported. They feel rushed, interrupted, compared. When adults slow down, children often speed up naturally because safety returns to the learning process. In Montessori's view, the most important role of parents and educators is not to be the one who teaches, but to be the guardian of the environment. This means creating a calm, orderly space, offering meaningful choices, protecting uninterrupted time, trusting that growth will arrive when ready. When the environment is right, children don't need to be pushed. They move forward because they are ready. Montessori reminds us, children are not blank slates. They are not materials to be molded. They are living beings. Education is not shaping. Education is protecting vitality. When we truly learn to follow the child, children walk forward with strength, not because they were rushed, but because they were respected. Ask yourself gently today, am I guiding my child or rushing them? Am I supporting growth or interrupting their rhythm? If this helped you breathe a little deeper as a parent, click like, subscribe, and share this with someone who feels pressure to rush a child who is growing just fine. Together, let's raise children who don't need to hurry because they are trusted to grow in their own time, in their own way.